All right, here we go. Another one. Yeah, another video blurb for you. Doc South here saying hi to those of you on my, I guess, I don't know what the heck you'd call this. It's not really a radio station. It's Blurp Central, I guess would be the best way to put it. Again, I write these things called blurbs, positive little messages, stories aimed at, well, making you perhaps notice some of the some of the better things in life instead of, I don't know, it seems like there's so much out there that, uh, what would the word be? Just sort of makes you think, gosh, there's nothing going right. And yet there's plenty of neat things that go on. By the way, I wanted to mention, if you write a blurb, you can send it to me. And I'll give you, credit for it. I can't pay you for it, but but I can definitely at least read it and say, hey, this came in from, and I'll use only first names, from so and so out in Dubuque, wherever. Where is Dubuque? That's Iowa, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. And we'll, at least you got it. It'll be in the scene. So, again, and that's kind of cool. So if you feel like sending one in, do your thing. Basically, a blurb has to be positive. That's the thing. That's basically the key thing. Knock yourself out, but when it's all said and done, it's got to be a positive message. Other than that, like I said. Okay. And I love getting them from other people. Certainly do. It's nice to see that maybe the idea is catching on. There honestly should be a blurp fest. Of course, I don't know quite how that could be worked, but people just get up and read their blurbs. You walk from booth to booth. There'd be blurb booths. I like the idea. Anyway, here's one I wrote a while back after, evidently the day I wrote this, I was really down. There was some, heaven knows where, but some godforsaken terrorist attack, or I'm not sure if it was religiously motivated or whether it was just some nut, with a gun again, and a lot of hatred or confusion in their heart. I don't know. I kind of forget what actually it was. There's so many anymore, unfortunately, and sort of a shame. But here, I can read this to you. Yeah. Okay, and I may have to pause to turn pages. I see. This haven't quite figured out how to hold these things. Anyway, here's the story. Again, I call this one Dogs Are Smart, and So Are Rivers. And this was written after yet another terrorist attack. I think if I move over to here, it'll go a little easier. Don't mind me, friends. Okay. These things are, spontaneous, these readings. Just like I try to make the blurb spontaneous, too. Write them, leave them alone for about an hour, neaten them up, edit where I might have to, and then that's it. It's done. Okay. Anyway, again, dogs are smart and so are rivers. I got home before Sandy today and took Millie the hound for a walk. We went down to the river. I hoped it would do me some good. There just didn't seem to be a happiest place on earth today, but maybe the river would be a place to start. Millie did her usual sniff, piddle, and tug routine as we walked along the shoreline. We got to a shallow side stream that feeds the main body of the larger river. Millie walked right into it and had herself a big drink. As she stood there with water up to her belly, I got to thinking that, in a way, mankind is kind of like a river. Our lives, our existence, our communities, our religions all start out in a kind of spring, much like a river must do. It's impossible to stop a river from starting. Branches join branches. It's all simply powered and flows effortlessly. Yes, effortlessly. And let me turn pages. And grows as it travels in channel. In due time, the river joins the majority and infinity, the majesty rather, and infinity of the ocean. Some rivers stink to high heaven and aren't the greatest place to dip your toe. I was glad for this section of the river was so cool, clear, and a joy to be near. What a shame when a river or anything else is clouded with garbage, hatefully polluted with blood, damned with ignorance, what a mess all that can make of the ocean. Still, how nice rivers are when they that kind of thing stops and they clean up on their own just by flowing over the rocks. Rivers flow best when they are left alone to flow as they will. People are like rivers. Communities are like rivers. Religions are like rivers. God is more than a river, but the part we see is very much like a river. Millie instinctively knew what to do with a river. She stood in it and had a nice big slurp. She stood in it and had a nice big slurp and enjoyed her time there. Dogs are pretty smart. I'm not so sure about people. Okay. Anyway, I hope you like that. It was written from the heart back on one of the many sad days. Other than that, hey, have yourself a good day. Keep your eyes open for blurps. Write them down, send them if you wish, and I'll do what I can to post them for you. I can't promise I will. I reserve the right to say yes or no, but I'm easy. I'll probably say yes. And don't worry if it isn't that good a blurb to begin with. What the heck? At least you started. You're walking in the right direction. Okay. Keep blurping, friends. We'll see you later, and thank you. Have a good day. Keep your eyes open for some good stuff. Okay? There you are.